What do I say?
Colorado bleeds hockey. From Stanley Cup champs to college powerhouses and thousands of adult and youth teams, hockey is booming in Colorado. Over 17,000 registered players and 10% growth make Colorado the fastest growing hockey state in the country. But hockey-mad Colorado had a missing link in its ladder of development. There wasn't a junior team for 500 miles.
I remember some time back when I had a call on my cell phone from Aspen, Colorado, and I'll often let those go, but I picked it up and it was Bob Bowden introducing himself to me.
When we had the opportunity to put a juniors team in Colorado, it started with one reason, and I thought this was the one reason only, that we were going to create opportunity for elite players in Colorado or the region to not have to go move 2,000 miles, 2,500 miles away from home at 16, 17, to play more elite.
That is, until now. Say hello to the Colorado Grit. Or maybe howdy is more appropriate.
I can't recommend it highly enough. Come down before the game, have a meal with your family, grab some pizza, then come over for an incredible in-game experience.
In the first couple times we gave tickets away for the Colorado Grit games, I had come to a couple of games and I was like, guys, you don't want to miss it. I mean, this is what Greeley and what Northern Colorado is all about.
It's funny, I said if a child's first word is mama, the second word should be Ruben.
These guys are working hard every day to try to, earn that scholarship, maybe get drafted, maybe play pro. So you're going to get that, I want to say, on the edge hockey every night.
When the barn's packed, there's nothing like it.
The experience that you have here with the Grit is really personal. You're right there next to the glass. You feel the speed. And being in downtown Greeley, having something like this that's family friendly, that's accessible, that's not outrageously expensive, or you don't have to drive 2 hours to, you can't beat it.
Every time we mention it at the restaurant, have you been to the Grit game and have you seen the boys? And I always tell them they play with so much passion and heart. You are not gonna, I'm getting teary-eyed. They just play their hearts out.
Bringing North American League hockey to Colorado, the Grit have filled a gap. With 12 players from Colorado on the roster, elite players from the area can now stay home to pursue their hockey dreams and get their shot.
Alex Gurman, Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Will Hadrick, Durango, Colorado.
Christian Carter, Littleton, Colorado.
George Poirier from Arvada, Colorado. Hunter Cook, I'm from Littleton, Colorado.
Merrick Thompson, Fort Collins, Colorado.
Quinn Bowden, I'm from Aspen, Colorado.
Noah Grolnick from Arvada, Colorado.
Wilder Jacober, Carbondale, Colorado.
Kids dream of playing and all, and being at home too, especially after I was gone for 2 years out in New England at prep school, it was big to come back. I think my parents saw 2 of my games in the past 2 years, and now they come to every single home game.
The NAHL is called the League of Opportunity, helping hundreds of hockey players earn college scholarships each season.
So you're coming out to watch the best 16 to 20-year-olds in the world that are looking for D1 scholarships.
I mean, these guys are the best amateurs in North America, maybe some of them in the world.
I mean, there's a lot of great things about playing for the Grit. I mean, first off, the staff, and I really feel like they've given me the tools, and I mean, they were a huge part in the process of my commitment, definitely.
Juniors it's a gateway. It's not a destination. It's a doorway. Youth directors and the coaches want to show their kids what that next step looks like, and that's never been available here. We've heard dads and moms tell us when their kids are even smaller, all they do is go home and want to go play for the Grit. They want to be a Grit player.
But it's not just about the hockey. The Grit are developing the person as much as the player, building a community while giving back.
My goal really is to develop them as people and to help them understand that they have so much value aside from being an athlete.
It's been awesome. Mary does a good job of setting us up with volunteering. We've done a whole bunch of things. Today we're heading over to the elementary school to do some reading with the kids, and we've done that a few times, and it's been awesome to be able to give back.
Man, are these kids hardworking. They interact with the Habitat children. They make them feel very special. Our children look up to the hockey players, and Many of them aspire to be like them, so they're a great community role model, especially for younger children.
It's been awesome, any outreach event that we've done, it's been great, just working hand in hand with the people in the community. So,
as everyone knows, hockey is an expensive sport, and a lot of these players are extremely privileged. So I like to try and expose them to things that they may not see on a regular basis. It just gives them a whole new purpose to what they're doing, and it helps them understand that they don't have to have this crazy skill set. All they have to do is show up and want to help, and it's amazing to see how much they can do when they put their mind to it.
Having the grit in Greeley also helps inspire the next generation, giving youth hockey players in northern Colorado something to aspire to and someone to look up to.
The kids have something now to compare themselves to and to look up to and come to these games and really, try and thrive to become a Colorado Grit and play junior hockey in the state.
And these kids, it's important to have a goal and a dream. And I think to be able to keep kids home in Colorado, playing a level of hockey like the Null is an unbelievable thing, not just for youth hockey, but also for the kids that are able to be a part of the program.
You won't find a better match between town and team than Greeley, Colorado and the Colorado Grit.
When I asked, well, where should I put this team? They said, find a Friday night lights town.
Look up grit in the dictionary and you'll find a 3-word definition: strength of character.
You look around Greeley and it's a lot of farmland, a lot of blue collar workers. It's gritty around here. So I think it plays really well with our town.
It means perseverance. They're hardworking. They've survived a lot. They're strong. They don't give up.
The name Grit is perfect. These are young kids that are up-and-comers and they have to grind out everything to try and make it to the next level. You have to have grit to do that, and I think these kids do have that. I think it's the perfect name.
Here in Greeley, this resolve is on display every day.
We thought this is something we could capture, which would be the messaging of, hey, with the right amount of grit, perseverance, never give up, anything's possible, right? Greeley is exactly that theme. They live that.
Greeley, Colorado is the type of town that built America, honest and hardworking, not big enough to be a big city, and too big to be a small town. Usually towns this size can't claim their own sports teams, forced to settle for hand-me-down fandom from miles away. But not here in Greeley, not anymore.
I mean, we bleed hockey from the Colorado Avalanche to DU, obviously what the Eagles have done. To have it at this level is incredible.
'Cause Greeley's got grit. The Grit are building a franchise with wide open doors, inviting new people in from all walks of life.
The Grit, since day one, has been very adamant about wanting to include the Hispanic community and wanting to promote hockey to our community. We do see our kids, our community, learning and loving to play hockey. I see it with my daughter.
Drawing fans from every corner of the state. For the players, the Grit are a gateway to college and the pros, and those players will carry the Greeley flag with pride on their resume for helping them along the way. The Grit have proven to be an economic engine in their first season, helping to revitalize downtown Greeley, providing a much-needed spark to the renaissance already underway. A fact not lost on city business leaders alike.
We've got people coming downtown now Friday nights, Saturday and Sunday during the day. Maybe you're going to dinner or lunch before or after. It's had a huge impact on the downtown restaurants.
We've heard stories from local businesses in the area really benefiting on game day because before or after the game, people will go and support those businesses.
It has been remarkable to see how Greeley has responded to this hockey team. I've lived here a long time, and I've never seen that place filled up like it is for the hockey games, especially on Friday nights.
Sponsoring the Grit's been fantastic. I've loved every minute of it. They're fun games to come down to, and there's a fun family atmosphere. That's what I really enjoy. Being able to bring my wife, my 2 kids, and then we bring friends every now and then. Come down and watch hockey for a couple hours.
We were able to have an aloe fiber night at the Grit game about a month or so ago. and I was absolutely blown away. I actually had to call Mary and request a few more tickets because we blew through our 100-ticket allotment right off the bat. Overall, I couldn't be more pleased with the product, not only that's on the ice, but the entire Grit organization.
In the end, the math is simple. Hockey is working in Greeley because the Grit needs Greeley, and Greeley needs the Grit.
From the beginning, we liked Greeley. We said we want to be here. We want to be a part of this community. The hope was that the town would embrace us the same way we were embracing the community. And that's happened. I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt that this town of Greeley is your town, Greeley, and we are your team.
Providing a city often overlooked with the respect it deserves. Giving a town a team built in its likeness. Its better self all the way down to the name. Which leaves only one question. Are you ready to get gritty?